The prettier a bus is on the outside, you have no idea really what's going on underneath it now. As this bus, as we get into it, I mean, you know what disc brakes should look like on your car if you're familiar with that. You know, a nice smooth surface, and the brake pads are touching everywhere evenly. And here on this one, they're not. You can see where they were worn weird on the rotors. The rotors are no good. The pads are no good. Again, you know what they're supposed to look like. A little bit of heat checking on a bus is normal. But when we got into these, I mean, there was just so terrible that with the grooves and everything on them. So here you can see that somebody just put new pads on it at some point. The rotor was really worn and it's really thin up in this area here. And then when I put new pads on it, the pads only touch this flat surface, and they're never going to touch that until this wears far enough, or the pad wears enough to start making contact there. So yeah, it's somebody put brand new flat pads on a crappy rotor, apparently a long time ago, because those are not new. Oh, that doesn't look right. Yeah, this rotor, caliper, brake pads, all of it looks completely disgusting. And listen to it spin, how nasty this is. Smooth. Is it getting easier or no? I'm surprised that didn't catch fire. Huh? Yeah, you're moving the whole axle. Yeah. This is just a pile of rust that fell off as we were trying to take the brake apart. I would guess that there are parts of the Titanic that are less rusty than this thing. Here's the back side of the rotor that clearly didn't have much braking going on. This long anvil impact comes in real handy. This is a Hercules from Harbor Freight. But a lot of times if you use an extension, you need an extension, you lose a lot of torque. So you only get about 1,200 foot-pounds with this particular gun, but that's better than using a 1,500 foot-pound gun with an extension on it. Probably hot. So show me that piece that just came. I mean, there's no lube on that whatsoever. That's the. I wasn't doing any sliding. Prevost sent us some bad wheel studs here. These are supposed to be press fit down in here, and these just fall all the way through. Not all of them, but some of them are like that, and some of them are right where they don't go in all the way when you stick them in like you're supposed to. There you go. And you should have to pound that in or press it in. These are some special tools you get from Prevost for these style of hubs to put the wheel nuts on. This is what holds the wheel bearings on. You can't get a regular socket on them. It's not a regular bolt. So they got this specially made tool that goes in and adjusts it for you. All right, we did go ahead and get a new caliper on this. We didn't want to risk using that old one because it was so rusty, and I didn't want to risk it hanging up and causing a brake fire. It's not worth it in the future. We obviously needed a new rotor as well. And then this brake can, these studs are all stripped out on it. We don't want to risk that. We're going to see if we can remove the studs first. If not, we're going to have to order a new brake can. That brake can just has that little pin that sticks out. And that goes into the little cup. Which we got grease in it already. An old brake drum makes a good workbench for this. These are going to get tightened to 200 foot-pounds, and there's no lock on this thing. needs to be able to slide on those pins. This one was not sliding because you had this pin that had some grease on it, but this is the other pin where it was not able to slide. That was the one on this side. Yeah, that's why it was catching. And then these are bad too. Going back together here, we got a new seal. Pushing the seal on all the way with this tool here. So spins that. I'll drive the seal on place. Pretty close. You'll feel it stop though. Sealed on there. Nice. Set our preload just like we normally do. Give it a spin. Just like we normally do. Now he's just got to tighten down that little cinch nut there, that little pinch bolt. Not quite. Gotta come up a little bit, I think. Jiggle it around a little. Go in further, maybe? I don't want to say it, but I can't find the hole. Can you lift it up a little bit more? Is it? Can you get a pilot tool? So these are going in with the blue Loctite thread locker on them, and they go to 400 to 500 foot-pounds. Slide out, right? Metal slide out.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. It might be a little noisy.
I'll let you push it in. Try to have it tweaked. Clip will push in there. Well, you can never overstress the importance of having good working brakes, especially when these could have caught fire. So not only were they not working, so you had the hazard of them not working, but also the hazard of them catching fire. But yeah, I mean, this thing had been like this for a long time. This thing came out of revenue service. It's only been in private hands for a little while. Not a lot of miles for sure. So this was pretty sketchy. Over $4,000 in parts, getting close to $5,000, not even including labor. So you're looking, $6,500 maybe and cost to have this done just on the tag axle brake, just one hub. That's crazy. Very expensive, but this thing, if you look at the before and the after here, this thing definitely needed a lot of attention. And I'm glad we were able to take care of this. Just one of the many things that we're doing on a bus that you can never see. We spend all this money up underneath on stuff, but it doesn't affect the appearance of the coach, but it definitely affects the operation of it. And it's very, very important safety for the drivers and for other people on the road to have this taken care of. More videos coming up on this bus in the next few days.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.